Okay, it's Charlie, never mind, go back up.
I don't care then. Hello and welcome to Quays News. I'm Charlotte Hitchens.
And I'm Grace O'Hare.
Metrolink services were stopped temporarily yesterday between East and West Didsbury due to school children walking on the track.
We have our reporter Rory Cowan to tell us more. So what happened, Rory?
Well, a group of youths yesterday were running on the train tracks and pulling the emergency brakes of trams. This in turn caused the tram to stop, which has caused widespread disruption across the network.
So what are the implications for a crime like this?
Well, in terms of stopping for the services, this has caused widespread disruption. There's been long delays on the Rochdale and Eccles line, and also services between East Didsbury and West Didsbury were temporarily stopped yesterday.
What are Metrolink doing about this?
Well, head of Metrolink Danny Vaughan said that he will be reviewing the CCTV footage in turn to catch the culprits and identify which schools they went to. He also said that Metrolink take crimes like this very seriously, as they cause severe impediment to the safety of passengers and staff.
Do you think it's going to affect people's decision to ride on the Metrolink?
No, I don't think it'll affect people's decision to ride on the Metrolink. I think overall the Metrolink have a very strong safety record and it won't affect them in the future.
Have Metrolink said anything else about whether they've found the children involved?
They've not found the children involved and no one's been arrested yet.
Okay. Thank you for that, Rory.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rory. So in other news, last week was the NUS presidential elections for 2018. Salford University Dance Society have been awarded for their participation. I went along to find out more. Elected as Salford University's NUS president. Students were encouraged to get involved with the election as much as possible. The university's dance society, SUDS, has since been awarded for their participation in the election. They won for having the highest percentage of votes from their society. Alison Wilson, the society's publicity and sponsorship secretary, told us what the award means to them.
I think the award is like a really good symbol of the kind of like the engagement that SUDS is taking this year with the SU. So in terms of like being somewhat political, you might say, we're taking a stance on things that are important to us as a society. So for us, like to get this award, to have the most members get involved in the vote is really great. It's a really great step forward as a society, and I think this will be a bit of a stepping stone for more engagement in the future.
Following the result of this year's general election, it has caused young people who weren't able to vote feel that their opinion may have been changed from the outcome. Salford City Council aims to change this for the future. Matthew Taylor reports.
Today I'm here at Salford City Council, where they've just passed a motion to back a campaign which will lower the voting age to 16 years of age. Currently, we know that over 1.5 million 16 and 17-year-olds are denied the vote. Councillor Lisa Stone, who is the leader of the Young Persons and Children's Services, has come out and said that if young people can pay tax, work full-time and join the armed forces, then why can't they vote? The debate is set to continue on the 1st of December, where we will find out more.
The 2018 Ashes start next week in Australia, with the first test for the England team taking place in Brisbane, starting on the 23rd. Our sports presenter Anthony Pillin has more.
Inland look in good stead ahead of their tour down under. In their final warm-up game, they lead Cricket Australia 11 by 144 runs going into the fourth and final day of the test. In more local cricket news, however, Lancashire County Cricket Club have completed the signing of 35-year-old Graham Onions from Durham. The former England seamer on a 2-year deal follows Keaton Jennings to Old Trafford. The ex-Durham man was welcomed to Manchester earlier this week, where the right armer told us how excited he was to link up with Lancs head coach Glenn Chappell and what it means to wear the red rose of Lancashire.
I'm just excited. It's nice to be part of a club that really wants me to be here, and obviously with the 2 departures that Lancs have had, and for me to come in is hopefully I've got opportunities to do as well as I can.
And working with someone like Glenn Chappell, I'm actually looking forward to that.
Yeah, anyone that's taken that amount of wickets, and rightly so, he's legendary status really. So I mean, he'd probably kill me for saying that, but he did my level 4 coaching assessment as well. So he passed me, so he kind of knows a little bit about my coaching style. But just once again, being given an opportunity to be a player, which I am, but also opportunities to coach as well, as certainly ticked all the boxes really.
In other sport news, Manchester United are looking to keep pace with neighbours Manchester City at the top of the Premier League as they host Newcastle in the late kick-off on Saturday. Should United avoid defeat at Old Trafford this weekend, it will be 38 games since the Reds last lost at home, one more than Sir Alex Ferguson managed in his 26-year career. Salford City are looking to strengthen their promotion push when they host North Ferriby this weekend. The Amis could go 9 points clear at the top of the National League North with a win as their march towards the Football League continues. In Rugby League, Australia beat Samoa 46-0 this morning to seal their place in the semi-final of the Rugby League World Cup. England are set to face Papua New Guinea in their quarter-final on Sunday, where forward Sam Burgess is set to return after being out for the past 2 games with ligament damage. In boxing, heavyweight Tony Parker has told Anthony Joshua that he must pay him a respectable 40% if he wishes to find the New Zealander for his WBO title next year. Promoter Eddie Hearn has also revealed that there is absolutely no doubt that the IBF champion Joshua will fight WBC American heavyweight Deontay Wilder next year. This is after Wilder called the unbeaten Brit out after he successfully defended his title against Bermane Stephen with a first-round stoppage on Saturday. A climbing centre in Manchester has opened a new training wall for the Team GB Olympians. The hub is an area of different climbing routes located inside the Rockover Climbing Centre. Sports figures like rock climbing world champion Shauna Coxey will use the 6,000 square foot area for training, as well as GB's junior and paraclimbing team. When not in use by Olympians, the facility is open to the general public across the country, with a children's play area for families and other walls for climbing enthusiasts. That's all for sport news. Thanks, Charlotte.
Thank you, Anthony. On to entertainment now, and Couture recently launched a women's fashion brand and hosted a launch party right here in Manchester to celebrate. Our reporter Ines went to investigate. Last Sunday, the Couture Club clothing brand released their women's line. They hosted a fashion show at Menagerie, and the after party was held at Club Live with a surprise performance from singer Young Bane. Here is Kel, the events manager who organised the night, with more information.
How did the business idea for this event come about?
We have an event called Model Behaviour, where the basis and the premise of the business model is we push forward local brands, and they usually start off small brands, obviously will go on to be big things, and what we do is put a bit of highlight on them, so there's focusing a bit of spotlight on them in their demographic, their key demographic that they're after, which is roughly people between 18 to 35. Which is obviously their target market. We're just bringing that to them in the form of a party, basically.
Can you explain the event and what it was about this weekend?
Yeah, the Couture Club women's wear. It was their new winter collection for the women's. Again, they'd had a pre-party already where they had a fashion show at Menagerie Bar, a restaurant, and then obviously after the party it was a case where we just had a wine with ourselves. And then we had people like Young Bane who turned up and performed. That was unexpected and obviously another bonus.
Would you collaborate with the brand again when they next host an event?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's like the third time we've actually done something with them anyway.
Oh, okay.
And we actually have a good working relationship with them anyway as a brand. So we've always worked well with them anyhow.
Club Live is a well-known club in Manchester, so was there competition with other clubs such as History where the event was going to be held?
No, they wanted to host it at Live. They asked us. It was actually I was actually just finishing the gym, and I was eating a kettlebell, and Ross, one of the owners of the brand, just asked me. He said, "Would you host a party for us?" So that's where this came about, over basically a healthy snack.
And was the event as successful as you had hoped?
Yeah, it was really good. I expected big things from it. It got big things from it, so yeah, it was a win-win all round, really.
Pudsey and Friends are back to give us their annual Children in Need show, but the question is there enough being done for young people's mental health? We have asked the public how they feel.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, throw, 2, 3.
No, I don't think they really talked about it enough through, schools and things.
Yeah, it's just lack of funding. Or lack of, I wasn't aware that was such a high number.
So yeah, lack of funding.
Just don't give enough support to young children with mental health problems. I'd like to think they would. I know there's a shortage of support available, waiting time. So.
Today, if you want to find out more on any of today's stories, please visit our website, quaysnews.net.
Thank you and goodbye.